Hello and welcome to this video, and I'll be reacting to Italy's song for Eurovision 2025, Volevo Essere Un Duro by Lucio Corsi.
A disclaimer. Israel shouldn't be allowed to participate at the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. The shortest and simplest reason being that I find the actions of the Israeli government to be abhorrent and their broadcaster isn't a separate entity. My reasons in their entirety, however, are numerous and too detailed for a disclaimer like this, but videos closely aligning with my point of view are listed in the description. I encourage you to watch those videos and do something. Further resources are added as and when they become relevant. I'll stop addressing this when it no longer needs to be addressed.
Now, I haven't actually seen it be confirmed that it will be this song, Volevo Essere Un Duro, but it will be Lucio Corsi. That's been confirmed today after Ollie had first refusal and said, nope, I don't want to go to Eurovision 2025. He's got other goals for his career, and that's perfectly fine. This will be a very controversial entry, as Robert just pointed out or something, because a lot of people will have preferred Ollie's song and a lot of people will have preferred Lucio's song, because Ollie's song is more accessible. Ollie as an artist is more accessible, whereas Lucio is truly an artist with a unique perspective, with a unique voice, and most obviously a unique look that will either turn people off immediately and be like, there's no way I'm voting for someone who looks like that, or it will make people curious and be like, let me give this a proper listen. So it's going to be controversial no matter what, to be honest. There were a lot of people who fell in love with Lucio Corsi as an artist during the week of Sanremo and were really sad that he didn't end up winning. A lot of people were like, look at him though, he's so happy for Ollie, he's happy that Ollie won. He played dead in Ollie's arms after Sanremo as like a photo op press conference thingy. Lucio seems to just be really a lovely person. The song is also lovely, obviously, Volevo Essere Un Duro, but I haven't actually seen it be confirmed that it's that. I'm going to go ahead and assume that it is. Just haven't seen that official bit of information anywhere. But I think everyone's assuming that. And if it changes, I'll do another video. But I think it is Volevo Essere Un Duro. I had it in my 11th spot initially, after La Prima Serata, which is still great. I love all Italian music, to be honest. I'm always biased towards it, so you can imagine it's going to be pretty high up in my ranking for Eurovision as well. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but I just love all of Italian music, basically. There's a couple of songs that I wouldn't listen to completely willingly in Sanremo this year, but it's so few relatively compared to all the other various festivals that are happening across Europe for music, so it's really, like, 11th place for me is still gonna be first or second space in any of the other festivals. I know this isn't a national final, I realise that, especially with this first refusal thing, but it's still a European music festival that happens in the run-up to Eurovision, so it can be compared to the others. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling a little bit now and actually react to the song, and then I'll ramble a little bit more about specifically Volevo Essere Un Duro's chances at Eurovision 2025 after I've reacted to it now. We start off with the title right away. The Andy on his shoe from Toy Story. Oh, I've forgotten to look up the name of the other guy on stage. I knew it last week during Sanremo week. It's gone. Just swelling music. And then Lucio gets up and goes to the piano. Sorry, I was trying to look up the name, I haven't found it. Lucio does always, well, during Sanremo week at least, wore these very over-the-top shoulder pad boleros. The second chorus has a tiny bit more energy than the first. Lucio performs it perfectly. The guitar has an Italian flag on it. And it's got this cutout, this very dramatic shape. And it looks to be too big as well. I need to find out what this guy's name is. And this bridge picks up in energy. I really love this song. I'm sorry, I'm not saying much. I am just really used to the song because I was listening to the Sanremo songs constantly during the week. And I do really like it. As far as I get it, the general message is, I'm gonna be myself. You don't need to achieve anything special in life for it to be worth living. I think that's the general message. Lovely guitar riffs from both of them. And then Lucio did kind of get to the microphone too late on there last night. Nobody else, just Lucio, basically, at the end. Very lovely. I really enjoyed this. Yeah. As I say, I love basically all Italian music, so this is going to be pretty high up in my rankings. I don't know what it will do at Eurovision though. I sincerely have given this a lot of thought. It's been many hours since this was announced officially, and even before then we've had a week of Ollie not saying that he's definitely going to Eurovision, so presumably he wouldn't. And Lucio saying, yeah, it would be an honour to go. So I've been considering how this could do at Eurovision, and I genuinely don't know. Because this performance is going to be stripped back in some ways, because Sanremo doesn't really do staging in the same way that Eurovision does. There's not really ever any props, there's not really ever any LEDs, there's sometimes minimal dancers, but it's generally very stripped back compared to Eurovision. At the same time, because of Lucio Corsi's general air and the vibe that I get, that he's just focused on the instruments and the music, I don't think that this will get particularly transformed for Eurovision, especially if we're sticking with Volevo Essere Un Duro, because at the end he does say, I'm like nobody else but Lucio. So I really can't see this getting a massive upgraded staging or anything. I think playing both the piano and the guitar is important for Lucio, and having the other guy there, who I have forgotten the name of, I'm gonna look it up. The guy is called Tomasa, and I'm now also finding out that he's actually a director as his like Instagram bio choice of word, rather than guitarist or musician or anything. And he directed the music video for Gossip by Måneskin, so that is surprising to me. I wonder if that means that we will get more interesting things, more camera angles at Eurovision. I wonder if he'll be up on stage or not, or if he just wants to focus on the vision. I'm very curious. I imagine because he was on the stage at Sanremo, he'll be on the stage at Eurovision, but who knows? Tommaso. I will commit that name to memory. I'm very sorry I didn't have it right now. Yeah, I don't know how this will do at Eurovision, because it is so full of just Lucio's unique voice, his unique perspective, and a unique look for Lucio as well, both with the shoulder pads and with the white makeup, which is strangely popular right now, especially with Come Cose and Chaperone, and I think it's being used quite a lot on stage right now. But it's a specific look, especially for a guy. People don't expect guys to wear makeup as much still, so it's a look that's gonna scare some people away before a singular word is sung. It's also going to make a lot of people pay attention, be like, this is something different, this is unique, let me pay attention. I don't know, genuinely. I have no idea. I imagine it will be fairly high up because it's Italy and they have been in the top 7 for so many years running, top 6 if we, like, Angelina Mango out, but I think she would have been top 6 if the stadium hadn't been that as well. So I think the staging did actually knock a few points off of Angelina's result, but I imagine it'll be fairly high up, but I don't know if it will be getting into the top 10 because Lucio Corsi has this different look, and because the song is like soft and optimistic but still in a way melancholic. It's very, very nice and strange mixture, and at the same time the song just doesn't sound all that groundbreaking. It's lovely, it's very lovely, but it doesn't, you know, shock you with its musicality in any way, really. It's very nice. As I say, I really like the guitar riffs and all the instrumentation, and the lyrics are lovely, truly lovely, but it's not a groundbreaking, shocking song. It is the only positive ballad that we've got so far. The others are kinda more negative that we have. Dobrodošli and How Much Time Do We Have Left, and I guess in a way Bird of Prey, but that's far away from a ballad. This is, yeah, the only thing so far that we've got that's ballady and positive, I would argue. Let me know if I'm wrong. So it could stand out. I mean, Italy's in the final already, so we're not discussing qualification, but I genuinely don't know how it will do. Italy fell in love with Lucio Corsi across the week of Sanremo, but one, that's multiple performances, this will be 2, and 2, they understand the lyrics, and the lyrics are very pretty to this song. So maybe we could see the lyrics being translated to the stage somehow, and then it could do well. I haven't got a winner vibe from any of the songs this year so far, so maybe that means that we could have this much more relaxed, stripped back thing sneaking out actually grab the win. I wouldn't say that I'm expecting that right now, but depending on the other 17 to 19 songs that we get, depending on which songs we're counting as being out already, this could just about sneak through because it's got televote appeal, because Lucio makes you pay attention to him with his look, and the song is pretty and it's Italian, and Italian tends to do well. And it's got jury appeal from the great composition, great lyrics. If the juries look into that, I hope they do. That's their job. But so I could see this sneaking in and being a compromise winner. Not outright winning jury or televote overall, but because there'll be a lot of songs vying for very high televotes, this could be the highest televote of the less flashy songs. Could end up being a compromise winner. I don't know. I don't think that's probable right now, and I know I'm saying these contradictions because I think it also could do kind of badly, but it's just really difficult to predict. Honestly, I genuinely don't know how this song will do. I have no idea. I'll enjoy it. It'll be fun for me throughout the season, but I don't know how it will do. Not at all. I do wish Lucio all the best, and I am curious to see where Volevo Essere Un Duro has landed in the community ranking now. I've left this video a few hours to hopefully give people time to update my Eurovision scoreboard. There have been 12,505 people voting so far, and Volevo Essere Un Duro has landed in 14th spot out of 19 songs in the app. Just a few hundred points behind Armenia and 1,500 ahead of Ukraine. That's pretty low for Italy, but also ballads tend to be underrated by the Eurovision community, so it's not a sign that Lucio will be very, very low down in the grand final at all, especially because we've also got the jury there. I genuinely don't know how this will do. I have no idea. I'll have to let myself be surprised because my gut reaction is that I literally don't know. I wish I could tell you what my prediction is. I have no idea. I could maybe put on an analytical brain and be like, well, it's a ballad, and but it's always just difficult to see which ballad will come up on top without seeing the Eurovision staging. I think for ballads, the staging is more important than for the upbeat songs, because that really makes them stand out or fade into the background. So maybe that's also why it's so difficult. And this is the first time since 2016, I believe, that the Sanremo winner hasn't gone to Eurovision. Last time it was Francesca Michelin, who also participated at Sanremo this year. We'll see what happens. I'm curious. I also hope Lucio does go to the pre-parties. He seems like such a lovely person that he probably would be going to the pre-parties if he can. So I hope to see Lucio at the pre-parties and see maybe what a smaller stage version of Volevo Essere Un Duro is before we see the big stage at Eurovision, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. The Italian artists usually don't go to pre-parties, but maybe Lucio will. I'm curious. I'm curious to see everything that will happen. That is all that I've got to say right now, which isn't much because I'm really unsure how it will do about Volevo Essere Un Duro by Lucio Corsi. Please do let me know what you think down in the comments below. I imagine this will be a pretty controversial one, so try and be polite, but do let me know what you actually think. And please remember to literally like the video if you liked watching it, and share it with someone else who you think might enjoy watching the video as well. If you'd like to, subscribe to the channel for more Eurovision 2025 and beyond content. But thank you ever so much just for watching the video itself, though. That's a great help as it is. I really do hope that you enjoyed it, that got something out of it. I'll see you in the next one that shows up on your feed. Bye! The other guy there, who I have forgotten the name of, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to annoy myself, have to edit this video slightly more than I wanted to, but I need to look it up. Tommaso and Lucio and Tommaso.